Good morning, guys. Here comes one more problem on the total taxable income. This is also a question paper problem. As I told in the previous class, it is appeared for the 15 marks in the question paper of May-June 2013. I will read out with the brief explanation of the contents. That means the contents which are related to which head of the income. From the following particulars, we have to calculate the total income or the total taxable income of Mr. Lakshman for the assessment year 2019-20. So here comes the problem. The first one is the gross salary, which is related for income from salary head of rupees 1,80,000. Second one, there is a loss from the self-occupied house of rupees 20,000. And next one, rent from the let out house property 60,000. We can assume that this person is having two house properties. One is self-occupied and another one is let out on the rented basis. Okay, and next one, that is interest payable on the loan taken for the let out house for the year, that is rupees 45,000. On the let out property, Mr. Lakshman has taken some loan on which he is paying the interest, which is eligible for deduction under section 24 while computing the income from house property. Next one, that is interest on bank deposits of rupees 16,000, which is fully taxable under income from other sources. And next one, income from a cloth business. Even though the cloth business, it comes under the profit and gains from business or profession, and here the cloth business is having the income of 50,000. And next one, the loss from the silver speculation. Remember one thing, speculation means the transactions which are made in the stock exchanges in the form of the trading, and that is also one kind of the business which we have to consider under the profit and gains from the business or profession. But here there is a loss from the silver speculation of rupees 10,000, but we are having the profit from the gold speculation of rupees 25,000, which we can set off from the loss from silver speculation of rupees 10,000, which is going to be set off against the profit from gold speculation. Remember one thing, the intra head of income set off is possible. Okay, if there is any kind of the loss from the business, one business, we can set off against the income of some other business activities. Like in the same manner, if we are incurring the silver speculation loss, we can set off against the profit which is going to be provided from the investment made in the gold speculation or the gold transaction business. And next one is the gross winning from lotteries 12,000. Here, my dear friends, as per the rules, the casual income has to be provided in the net form, but here they have made directly, that is the winning from lottery is in the form of the gross. So then there is no need to apply one more time about the grossing up of the winning from lotteries. And next one, that is Indian agricultural income, which is completely exempted from tax under section 10 subsection 1, but agricultural foreign income is fully taxable under the head income from other sources. Okay, so let us go with the solution. As usual, we have to provide the basic details, that is the name of the assessee is Mr. Lakshman, and residential status is ordinary resident, and the assessment year is 1920 and previous is 2018. And here comes the solution at last. The first one, that is income from salary, as they have already provided in the form of the computed income from salary or the gross salary, that is rupees 1,80,000. And from the income from house property, we are having two house properties. That is, first one is the loss from self-occupied house, that is rupees 60,000, that is rupees 20,000. And next one, the rent from, that is second house property is let out on the rental basis, which we have to calculate. Okay, Here also the same case as in case of the previous problem. We have to consider the rent from the let out house property directly as the gross annual value. Why? Because we don't have any other contents for the comparison purpose here. We have to less the municipal tax paid by the owner, that is here there is no municipal tax paid by the owner, therefore municipal tax is nil. Therefore the net annual value will amounts to rupees 60,000, on which we have to provide the deduction under section 24. The first one is, that is the standard deduction at 30% on the net annual value, that is rupees 60,000 multiplied with 30%, that comes to rupees 18,000, that is the standard or statutory deduction. Second one, the interest on loan which is taken for the construction of the let out house property, that is rupees 45,000, and the combination of both these, the standard deduction and interest on loan, amounts to rupees 60,000 3,000, which is considered as deduction under section 24. Therefore here also from house property 2 which is let out, there is no income, there is a loss from the house property of rupees 3,000, that is loss from self-occupied house of rupees 20,000 and the loss from self let out house property of rupees 3,000. And this completes the second head of the income, that is income from house property. Sorry, there is no income from the house property, there is a loss from the second major head of the incomes. Next one, that is the profit and gain from business or profession. Under this we are having the three contents. First one is income from cloth business, which have provided 50,000 income, and second one, that is profit from gold speculation, that is rupees 25,000. We can set off, okay, so we can set off or we can deduct the loss from speculation business of the silver with the speculation business of the gold, that is rupees 25,000 minus 10,000, that comes to rupees 15,000 at final. The combination of both these, that is 50,000 plus 15,000, that amounts to rupees 65,000, that is the income from the business. And next one, income from capital gain is nil, as there is no information regarding the long-term capital gain or the short-term capital gain. And at last we are having the income from other sources, on which we are having the four major incomes. First one, interest on bank deposits, which is completely taxable under income from other sources of rupees 16,000. Second one, the gross winnings from lottery. As I told earlier, we are not going to do the grossing up for the lottery income. Why? Because they have provided directly, it is the gross winning, so that's why I am considering it in a direct way, that is rupees 12,000. And the third one is Indian agricultural income, which is completely exempted from tax under section 10 subsection 1, and agricultural foreign income, that is rupees 10,000. The amount which comes under the income from other sources, that is the income of 16,000 plus 12,000, that is 28,000 plus 10,000, 38,000 will be considered as income from other sources. At last we are going to get the gross total income of rupees. We have listed out the income in the first column and the loss in the second parenthesis. Okay, so incomes are 1,80,000, that is the income from salary, plus 65,000, that is profit from business, plus 38,000, that is income from other sources. We have to deduct the loss from the house property, that is house 1 is having the loss of 20,000 plus house 2 is having the loss of 3,000, that amounts to rupees a gross total income of 2,60,000. Okay, so finally we are going to provide the deduction under section 80C to 80U, but in this problem there is no deduction they have claimed, therefore the deduction will be considered as nil. And finally we are going to get the total taxable income or the total income of rupees 2,60,000 rupees. I have not provided the interpretation for this one. It's your responsibility to give the interpretation for this one. Okay, thank you very much.